to the room. Hey y'all, hey girl, hey yeah. Welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey yeah. Welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. Hey y'all, hey. Wiggle. Please be a motherfucker lighter here, cause I'm crap. Where my ladies at?
Hi, Mookie.
Hey, girl.
Hey, Miss
Hey.
Shauna.
How was
Did I
work?
already ask y'all if y'all mind if I sing "Hey Girl, Hey" on here because it's not my panel? I mean, it's not my personal.
You know that we love you, girl. If you don't break it down,
Hey,
I
y'all.
know.
Hey. Anyways, who? Oh, of course.
They gonna
Asking,
ask you to sing it anyway. You know they
huh?
gonna ask you to say they. You know they gonna ask you to sing it anyway.
That part. Because
okay.
they
Okay,
really let.
Let's take a
Because they
moment to
really let
make
a girl.
sure for us ladies who have come up that we're prepared to stream to whatever audience we have.
True, true. Okay, there go another one of my ladies.
Hey, girls. Hey.
Hey.
hey,
Okay. Let me make sure I title this
Last queen.
straight.
Wait, who just jumped down? Uh,
Shauna.
Miss Shauna.
I think sometimes her phone does that.
Yeah, me too.
Okay,
Everybody
so Miss
tag me.
Heather, I don't know if we told you how, but if you want to stream this to your panel, just click the more button and stream it to your audience.
Okay.
And just so you guys know, even if somebody has to hop off the live, you got to go do whatever you got to do. The live's still going to stream to your page until the live ends. So don't worry about it.
Period, poo. Where is my dimples?
That's what I'm
And
saying.
my
I
Cali
know
red.
I
Bitches
know
be-
Dimples be going quiet in the group chat.
Hey, Daisy. Y'all say hey to straight to it. Hey, Anne Marie.
What's the deal, everybody?
Hey. Where's T, my beautiful people?
Oh, let me share this
Y'all
out
should
on
be
my
proud of
page.
us because we actually got a topic tonight. Couple of them. We not just gonna be four bitches with no topic.
I can't believe those people
Hi, I'm
said that to you.
over here looking low. Oh, laying low. The comments are on Mookie's page. Yeah, everybody, if y'all need to see the comments are on my page. But after the live, you will be able to stream it from your favorite straight to it contender. I don't know. You can go back and stream it from whichever one of our pages you like. You go back and send stars to whoever pages y'all like. Go back and follow whoever pages y'all like. The live is gonna be streaming from everybody's page up here. We don't play about Uncle Mark's money.
so you said I don't have to stream it.
You
You
don't have
can
to,
if
but
you
you
want
can.
to.
But
It
you don't
don't
have
be
to.
working for me. I want to stream it, but I don't. You know, I
We might have
you
to
know.
do, Miss Lashana, I might have to call you when you're free one day and we can figure out how to get it all routed how it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Because I think it's just a like a setting that you need to go in and fix. Like You need to connect either your StreamYard or your Facebook. I'm not your StreamYard. You're on StreamYard. Your Facebook or YouTube channel to StreamYard. It has to be familiar with it.
Okay, because it do be asking me for saying that I do have to have permission or
So you need to
something.
give it permission, but only give it permission for your business page, because if not, it's going to try to do it to your main profile.
But it don't even ask me that. That's the crazy part. Like it say it, but it don't ask me for permission. That's the crazy thing.
Oh wow. Okay, well, we could try to
That's
fix
exactly.
that.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
been at work all day and I done been on 3 different lives today.
Yep, it say you need to grant a few permissions to connect the Facebook page. You also need to grant permission to your timeline. But it don't ask me. It say connect to Facebook, but it say it's connected, but I don't see it on my actual page. That's the crazy part.
Oh, I wonder if it's streaming to the main account then.
Well, like the other page?
Like the page that's overseeing your business page. Yeah.
I don't think so. Let me look. Let me look. Let me look.
Who's in here saying your name? You said that's your cousin?
Yeah. With
I'm
2
like,
T's.
we ain't used to seeing your government.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Where the rest of the ladies at? We ready to get this show on the road.
So while we're waiting, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this panel will be closed up until we're ready to open it for people to come up and join. Because we have some topics that we want to discuss, and that's just that. We're gonna try to pay attention to comments that are within the topic, maybe seem relevant. We're not gonna do too much of the "I don't like you" or Jim Bob said this on a live, because we got called bullies for addressing what Jim Bob said last time. So we're not gonna do that tonight. Oh, she's out to dinner.
See, that's that. I. Well, then I guess it's just us for now. I'm sure she'll pop in sooner.
Well,
All right, Niecy, baby, you have the floor. I'm shutting up now.
okie dokie. All right, so we do have a few topics tonight. I want to start with the topic of fake beef / relevance. Um, I feel like over the last couple days, there's been a lot of like animosity, or people that God only knows where they came from. I told her I was gonna be good. I'm trying. Popping out of the woodworks, creating beef with people, particularly particularly on this panel. And I just don't understand, like, what is the actual, what's the reason, what's the point of, what is all the animosity about? Like today I had an interaction with somebody or somebodies that I wasn't expected to have at all, because this particular set of people I've never had an issue with. And I was sitting there to myself like, what in the hell? I just couldn't get it. I'm still confused. Maybe y'all can help me. So who all follows the Savages? Does anybody follow them? Does anybody know who they are?
Of course, I know who they are.
Anybody in the comments done heard of the Savages? Hey.
The mom is the one who had the cake fight with the lady at the party. that got thrown on the floor that should have got up and boop popped out with the head. But continue.
Period. Okay, so I typically always go in their lives and I'll vibe there because if y'all don't know, I'm a messy motherfucker. Like my page, it be messy. So I typically go over there because I know it's a family oriented page. 9 times out of 10, they're just gonna be doing like a little mukbang, doing a little reel with people dancing or whatever, and it's cool, it's chill. So I kind of go over there because I'm like, this is kind of a little bit of escape from the normal Facebook universe that I'm caught up in, right? Well, I slide over there today, just like any other day. I enter the live and instantly, homegirl, I'm gonna just say the savage just because I don't really know her name. It's talking about
The mama or the daughter?
the mama. It's basically saying that the other day I demanded her to come up on my live. Um, that I had told her that because she came on my live that she needed to come on mine, blah 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 blah. But that's not at all how it happened. It was more like she popped in my live. I was real calm. I was chilling. I think I had just smoked, so I was like, "This savages, why you don't come up on my live, girl? I be coming up on your live. We be chilling, whatever, just chopping shit with her. I'm not over here like, motherfucker, you gonna come on my live today? Like, nah, that's not the energy that I had. So
Like bitch, you don't get here or
right. So I told her, I was like, that wasn't my intentions. I'm telling her on the live in the comments, like, yeah, no, that's not even how it was meant. Like, I was just saying, like, I think y'all cool people. I wouldn't mind if y'all came up on my live or whatever. So we get past that. I see her and Butters. I don't give. Oh, let me not. I was not supposed to acknowledge that. Lord, let me find Jesus. What was I gonna say? Butters ended up in the comments somehow. I'm interacting, but I'm in and out of the live. Like, y'all know, I'll go in somebody's live, but sometimes I leave, I drift off, I go watch other stuff, I get into one of my messages. Hell, if I pop back in, I pop back in. So I pop back in, and now she's going at it with Butters. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but I could tell you that Butters, she ain't no drama starter. She's actually a loyal supporter. I know because she's one of mine. Get past that part. She's still going back and forth with Butters about whatever she's going back and forth about. I end up exiting the live again. I come back on and she talk about some Niecy baby, are you coming over here to start stuff? And I'm looking at her like, girl, what? Like, I don't even come over here for that. I don't come to your page for drama or looking to start stuff because for one, I know your family's on here. This is what y'all do. Y'all do family content. So if I fucks with you, you ain't did nothing to me. I'm not gonna ever come to your page with ill intentions. Period. So my whole thing is how somebody I ain't never had a problem with. I come in, we say hello, we chop shit, and then we carry on. Had the audacity to basically make it sound like I was bringing animosity or beef to her page when I didn't even know what the fuck was going on. Not to include the other day when I had asked her about the live, instead of her addressing me on my live about me asking her or telling her she's free to come up, this motherfucker gonna make a whole post on her page with me tagged in it right after that I didn't see for hours after the fact. So I'm like, I don't know, like, I'm not really understanding where the fuck any of that came from because I ain't never had no issue with her. I feel like the other day when she posted that little post, I let her slide, although I felt like she was acting funny. And then she did it again today, but almost acted like she had beef with me. Like, look, if you cool with them motherfuckers over there, you could be cool with whoever you want. I ain't never knocked nobody for who they friends with. Mookie, how many motherfuckers you cool with that I ain't
I was
cool
just
with?
about to say, and I can attest to that one. Go ahead, friend.
Like, that don't bother me. I don't care. Like, if I fucks with you, I fucks with you. Whoever you cool with, that's none of my business. So I just don't get, like, okay, if that is your friend, cool. I don't give a fuck. But don't try to cause a problem with me because I really tried to respect her today, even when she came on my panel, because I know me and I know my mouth. And I'll blow all this shit down in a matter of 2 seconds. So I try to be grown and be respectful about it because I really don't have no issue and I really don't see what the reason would be to have an issue with this woman. But if you're doing it to be funny behind Raggedy Ann and Tater Tot, just let me know. Cause to be honest, it's really not that deep to put yourself. You ain't put yourself in shit with nobody else. Don't put yourself in the middle of shit with me for somebody else who probably ain't gonna defend you in the end. So that's more so my opinion, because I was like, girl, like, where the fuck did this come from? And again, this is a person that I don't even really like. We only time we have conversations, it's about that. If I come over to her page, so every time I enter a live, they ask me, "What's tea, Niecy, baby?" I always ask her. I'll respond like, "I don't know shit. You tell me." I don't come over there bringing her the Facebook drama, the Facebook tea, because I know that's not what her page is for. So it's just weird. It was weird as hell. I don't know. I kind of sat there for about an hour or so confused, because when I do something or if I have ill intentions, I can own that. Yeah, I was on some petty shit, but I really didn't know what the fuck she was talking about or where that came from.
Well, I feel like that is interesting because I don't never really see them. The only thing I've ever seen them really speaking on was the whole, little Maybay situation. So that sucks. And then I literally did. Y'all know I be scrolling at work, and that's the only part of the live I caught. Niecy, baby, you coming over here to start problems? And then the live ended. And then I see her on.
Yeah, and I'm like, girl, what? Like, and then not only did it end, but she deleted it. So you ended the live. You said there was no issue. You basically tried to back it up. Like, you said what you said, but you said it. What's up, mama?
Do you feel like getting the baby so I'm not too loud in the kitchen?
Who, Key Adrian? He's not gonna wake up, girl. He knocked out and he had ibuprofen. Do your thing. But basically, what was I trying to say? What was I finna say? I just lost my entire train of thought. I think what I was gonna say was, I don't fucking know, but it was weird for her to be, doing all that. That was too much for me. Like, girl, I ain't never like, baby, if I got a problem, I'm gonna tell you I got a problem. I'm gonna say it with my chest and I'm gonna keep that shit moving. If you choose not to fuck with me based off how I feel, fine. But I'm gonna say what I feel. I'm not scared of nobody. So it just was weird to me because I just don't get what was the tension or the weird shit about, because I don't know her like that to have an issue with her.
Niecy, you was talking about her deleting the live, baby.
Oh yeah, okay. So thank you, because my friend didn't help me. My friend. But
Shut up.
so yeah, she said all that. She basically deleted the live after, but justified her reason of saying, okay, well, Niecy, are you coming over here to start stuff with? But I did say that I fuck with you. See, you only hear what you want to hear. But the thing is, I'm the type of person, I don't know about y'all, but if somebody popping at me, or if I feel like you coming out the side of your mouth, anything else you said, it's irrelevant. Or at this point, I just think you got an issue. So I don't know. It just put a really bad taste in my mouth. And the same thing with the whole panel that I hopped on earlier. Me and Mookie, I'm gonna say me and Mookie, because me and Mookie were the only two from this panel that actually got tagged directly in this little live. There was a live earlier held by somebody, I don't know who the hell it was, but the Walker's World was on it, shared it out on her page, and tagged me and Mookie in it. They're over there. I go up because when somebody came in the comments yesterday when I was live, they stated that the Walker's World had just got done talking about me. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, I was just on a live with her. Like, what she had to say about me type shit. I don't even know her.
All of us, not just you. You're not special.
Right. The entire panel, right? So I'm like, what, we don't, like, I don't really even associate myself with this person, let alone do I really see anybody that I fuck with associating themselves with this person like that. So I'm like, what would they have had to say? She comes in the comments and says, she wasn't talking about me, the fuck. So I was like, okay, well, I kind of, I'd hope not, because like I said, we don't really, like, we don't get down like that to even have anything to talk about. Well, this morning, we doubled that shit all the way back. I jump on this panel. They're basically saying she felt like she was being peer pressured in actual words, because the shit that they were saying wasn't making no sense. But she felt like she was peer pressured to come up on the panel. Like I was basically peer pressuring her to come up.
Shalay?
Like I had an issue, and I'm like, girl, I wanted to ask a question. If she didn't want to come up on the panel and answer it, she could have stayed her ass right there in them comments. She's like, well, I didn't want to come up, but you kept asking. I wish I would let a motherfucker, keep asking me to the point where, I'll go on ahead and come up here because you just keep saying, no, if you really don't want to come, then you ain't gonna come. Just like if you really didn't want to come, you wouldn't have came up on the panel the other day randomly. God only knows where the hell you came from, talking about you and some girl that we don't even know where the hell the information came from in the first place. We don't really care for you, and we don't know this damn girl. But y'all did that the other day with no problem. You came up on the panel the other day with no problem to address that. So I'm like, well, okay, well, what's the issue? So moral of the story is we were getting discussed because they felt like we bullied Just Chalet. That was the topic on their panel. They felt like all of us sat here and bullied Just Chalet. My personal opinion is Chalet is a grown woman. I'm trying to use as little to no cuss words as possible so people feel like I'm really trying to be genuine with what I'm going to say. But she's grown. And if she felt like for some reason she might have been bullied, she could have voiced that herself. Not to include, I mean, come on now. You can't sit here and as a person being asked something or being said something, you can't sit here and say, well, I feel bullied, but everything everybody's saying is accurate. I do carry this mentality and this mentality, or I do move like this, or I do move like that. That's weird. So to me, I feel like, first of all, if you're going to say people are bullying, we just need to go ahead and make that a viral statement, like a statement that's for everybody, because everybody on this app bullies people. It's
What's
not
the
just
topic? I'm just getting here.
right now. We're talking about the fact that we were all called bullies.
I know for good goddamn well I ain't called no bully.
I didn't know. Callie Red, I can't remember if you were on
You
the panel
probably
or
wasn't
on the
even
panel
there.
all night. Was she on the panel?
I be on
We
the
don't
panels,
know.
but I be quiet when I be around them damn kids, so I leave my shit on mute. And some of the times when I be on mute, Mookie, you don't even be knowing I'm there, and I don't see how the fuck that is when you're the one who accepts me to come up here.
I don't even.
But that's the thing. She might not have said it, but whoever the hell the Walker's World was on the panel with earlier made it very clear that all of them felt like we bullied Just Chalet. Because we stated facts and basically we're trying to get down. And realistically, we weren't even talking about the girl. We were trying to get down to the fact of, did you say some shit? Because multiple people were saying that you
So
did.
just talking down to the bottom of it, was she over there talking mess?
She absolutely was talking mess. From a page that nobody's really even following, to be
that
honest.
T-type page. So what was she saying?
All I know is I received text messages where something about big backs was mentioned.
She
Ugly
got
bitches can't
with
sit with her.
Vibing with Chalet page too. But yeah, she was saying
Big bags
something
and ugly
earlier.
bitches can't sit with her. Who ugly? Because none of us ugly.
Basically saying that we always talking about her over here. When she was
Girl.
mentioned because they were saying that she was on live in the comments and she said some things. So we wasn't talking about her. We was talking about something else. We was talking about the
And
Halloween party.
Her. It wasn't her who said it. It was that there. Whoever it was, who that.
You breaking up, Mookie.
She said, don't even worry about me, baby. I'm over here tearing this food up. Let me catch up real quick. Yeah, so that's kind of how I feel about it. Like, my opinion is, if you doing something you ain't got no business, me addressing you about it or saying how I feel about it, don't make me bullying you. And I feel like for people, because one of the opinions was, well, y'all should have talked to her outside of Facebook.
Hey, if motherfuckers want to talk about something on Facebook, then everybody gonna talk about it on Facebook. It ain't no I say what I want to say on Facebook, then y'all come and talk to me in the phone. It don't fucking work like that.
Right. Not to include, like, okay, so I'm supposed to keep talking to you over the phone or over text messages about the shit that you're shading me on live. Like, if you're shading me on live and you don't even have the balls to fucking admit it in private, then that says a lot about your character. You're openly saying things about people you say you ain't got no problem with, you cool with, whatever, on live. But people aren't supposed to say anything about you. I'm confused. And then people act like they don't see the delusional stuff. It be the playing delusional for me. It's one thing to say something, but don't play delusional and don't lie.
And Niecy liked her live last night. I mean, let's just speak on that for a second, guys. Mookie, you asked me two specific questions last night. And first of all, I'm going to say this. I never said she said anything bad about anybody, period. All I said was I heard Mookie's name mentioned, heard something about our panel. It wasn't nothing bad. I seen Dimple's name in the comments, period. Now, when you go to her live and you listen to her, Mookie specifically asked me, Heather, I've got two questions. One, was she on live or on the panel? What did I tell you, Mookie? She was live. Then you asked
You just
me.
made me drool. She was on live.
Yes. Then you asked me, did she have a grill in or not? And I specifically told you, definitely not. Now,
True.
on her live, if you go watch it, she makes a huge deal out of the fact that laughing about it, that I went on and on about how she was up there messed up with a grill in. Now, none of that was ever said.
And that's
It
true.
was said in the
That's
comments, and
in
we
the
were
comments. Absolutely. It was said in the comments. You
reading
didn't
the comments, so that was probably a misunderstanding as to who said what.
well, I wouldn't say that it's a misunderstanding because it's the same thing as when we was talking to Summer on live and they made it seem like I just kept mentioning her like I had a huge problem with her. I don't have a huge problem with Shalay. My opinion about her is my opinion about her. You know what I'm saying? I never said I don't like her. I never disrespected her, called her out her name, but she called me out my name. She tell that hoe, no, you tell me, hoe. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
and I still could have a problem with her for disrespecting me because I have never disrespected her ever. But they went over on her live and blew that up. You know, like I'm just over here bashing her. No, I was making a point to Summer. That's what it was. So say what it is. Don't exaggerate what's going on. But no, somebody in the comments said that Shalay didn't say that she was being bullied. No, she didn't say that she was being bullied, but she's running with everybody that's saying that we were bullying her. She over there playing victim like we attacked her. I didn't say anything to her when she came on the panel. I didn't say anything to her
And
because
that's
she
another
wanted to talk. She wanted to talk to Mookie and Dimples. Then
and
her
that's
and Heather
another
talked.
And
that's
then she
another thing
addressed
for
me.
me
She
is
didn't really
that when
speak
she
to
got
me.
on, Miss Heather is the one who came. Aside from the comments, Miss Heather for sure was like, yes, I did see you live. She was up and on live around this time. I don't know if she said X, Y, and Z, but I do know that I heard a name prior to really, letting it be known that I'm in the live. So with that being said, you came up here and out of all the people you could have talked jazzy to, you chose to talk jazzy to somebody who's probably old enough to be your mother.
Definitely. And that's fine. I mean, she made it real clear when she jumped on that she didn't have nothing to say to me. But then she spoke on me. And when I come back at her, she again said, I'm not talking to you. Well, excuse the hell out of me, but I do believe my name's Heather.
Exactly.
So, once she addressed
And
me, then yes, I'm going to go in defense mode. And that's the thing. That's the thing with it, with bullying. If anybody's in the comments, not even with just Shalay, this is with us or anybody. If someone's coming for you, we all have the right to defend ourselves, period, without it being considered bullying. And that's just the way I look at it.
And then
And
the
that's one
fact
of the
that
things that be
they're
the
acting
problem.
like Heather initiated this. She didn't, because although she saw Shalay live and she heard Mookie's name, she didn't come back and tell us that Shalay was live and she heard Mookie's name.
I never
That
mentioned
came
it
from
till
the
we were on the
comments,
panel.
huh?
I never mentioned it until way after we were on the panel.
Until it was brought up.
Right.
So like she said something about it's some hidden agenda or whatever. Like, no, we didn't make this up, or you know what I'm saying, we didn't discuss this prior to the comments. No.
And the
Heather
thing
just happened to
is we're
say
being
yes, she was
honest.
live.
If she feels like there was a hidden agenda, well, I feel like there was a hidden agenda prior to you being offered to come on this panel. You knew you was throwing shade prior to coming on this panel, which is why you was acting funny about being on it. And then you turn around and continue to throw shade after the fact. And I stand on it. I don't care how anybody else feels. How everybody else feels is how they feel. But what I know and what I've seen is that she very much so will get on this motherfucker and say X, Y, and Z when she feels like people aren't going to be around to view it or defend themselves, because she know damn well she can't stand the heat with some people. And then she'll do a dirty delete, period. Or she'll wait halfway through and then start sneak dissing, because she knows damn well the first half of her live was probably boring. So nobody's going to watch all that unless somebody from the blogger's page came in and caught the clip.
You guys, literally, she brought her son on last night when she did her live. It just blew me away. And she questioned him exactly what time, or about what time was it when you guys come out, and basically she picked him up and left. He said around
She
2:50.
did. I peeped
Okay,
that.
so around 2:50
Mhm.
a.m. Isn't that roughly about the time that we all seen her live, between 2 and 3? I think I said last night, I can't say 2:02, 2:47, just
Mhm.
between 2 and 3 somewhere. So
And
if
see,
she's
people's
sitting in her
days
peak
run
days,
together. So it doesn't matter if it was let's be honest. It doesn't matter if y'all are mad because they said it was yesterday and it wasn't yesterday, or if it was 2 days ago and really in y'all's mind it was 3 days ago. If it happened and there are honest people on this panel or in these comments that said it happened that I know damn well have no reason to lie, I'm going to believe them before I believe a motherfucker that done played in my face. Period.
Right. And
period.
it's what it is. It's like it's okay. We have already said we have no proof. You know what I mean? It's a dead issue. We have said that. But see, don't nobody hear that part. Don't nobody hear when we said we just over it. There's no proof. You know what I'm saying? We just not gonna discuss it no more or whatever. But
Right.
then they keeping it in the air. Then she go live and now you want to say something about it once we said that. You know what I'm
And
saying? Like,
But
come
here's
on
the
now.
thing. All these other pages that should already have their pages developed, or their own unique content, they want to try to get in the conversation. Because when I tell you I don't know who I was on a panel with earlier because I've never seen or heard of these people before, I literally mean that. I don't know who all them other females were on that panel. Only people that I had specifically heard of and seen on this app active in all the drama and tea is the Walker's Row page. So it's really starting to look like a lot of people want clout off of talking about other people, their panels, how they carry, how they choose to do their stuff. And if y'all are mad, just come in here and take some tips, some pointers.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be over there talking about us because you can't hold a panel.
Shauna, I agree with you. It could be weeks, months, years. That's never going to come to an end as far as getting a concluded answer that satisfies everybody. So there's no other thing to do besides drop it and be done with it. But
We all said that. We all said that. But the thing is people like who they like. But on her live, she just only addressed that Mookie said it. Mookie said, "Well, I don't believe it," and da da da. And this is, I don't want to talk about this. That we all said that. We all agreed that it's a dead issue. We're not going to talk about it no more. There's no proof. You know what I'm saying? What's in the dark will come to the light eventually. But that wasn't mentioned. You know what I'm saying? It's all of us that's still against her is what they're trying to say. But Mookie is the only one that's on Shalay's side. Like, come on now.
Right.
Like, but that's because you want to continue to be cool with Mookie. That's what it is, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. But don't not acknowledge what we said. You know what I'm saying? We all came to agreement on we was gonna leave it alone.
Come on now, ladies. Y'all want her to drop it, but you was accused of but she was accused of something that nobody had proof that she did. Y'all can't be mad because she reacted, because everyone would have done the same. But that's not the point. You're not
We
listening.
didn't
We don't
accuse
care
her.
about her reaction. Her reaction is her reaction. And quite frankly, I didn't even watch to see a damn reaction because I don't care. What I'm saying is I don't agree with people getting on a panel who don't even fucking know the history behind the situation or the people involved, talking about we bullying her when y'all don't even fucking know the type of weird shit that she be doing for real. Y'all don't know what happened. Y'all don't know the situation. So for you to get up and tell the whole world, okay, well, this panel specifically, they bully people. They bullied her. I think you're garbage for that. Period. It's not even about Shalay anymore. Take Shalay out of the fucking conversation. Don't go live and call me a motherfucking bully right after you was just sitting on a panel with me. How many days ago was that?
Bullying a bit.
Like you've been on the panel with us more than once when we didn't even want you there. We didn't know why the fuck you were there. So don't turn around and make us a topic on your page or whoever's page the next day trying to summon us to your fucking page to get views. That's what I'm really getting at.
Right.
I don't care what the topic was.
And that's just like when she thought that I was bashing her when we were talking to Summer, you know what I'm saying? She goes on that other page and posts that shit. Why you didn't post it on Just Shalay? When you was calling me hoes and shit. You see what I'm saying? Why you didn't do that?
Right. So it's okay for her to say whatever, but nobody else can?
Exactly.
So what y'all not understanding is everybody else already have their individual, like, not everybody else, because me and Shalay, we didn't have words about certain little things. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their own perspective, and then when you bring it all together, and the way these people react to her when she's right there is the same way they would react if it was just one-on-one, one-on-one. So for you to come in and make it look like we're teaming up on somebody, and that's not the case in what we're doing, is what that sounds like what they're trying to say.
And I just want to say this really quick, Mookie, because you need your people to be able to still support you. And I don't know where all these comments are streaming from. What I'm going to ask everybody to do, if you can get in from another device and just be able to get people to not be able to comment on this live that are doing stuff or saying irrelevant shit, because you know I'll pop off. You know I will go off, and I don't care who they are. I got Bree talk about no shade. Typically, if you got to say no shade, you throwing shade, period. If you ain't paid attention, if you ain't seen me out here on bloggers pages or on my own page or previously, because I come up on Mookie's page all the time, then I'm gonna need you to, get with the program, because I've been around here and on social media for a while now.
Remember, this is not Mookie's page right now. This is Straight to It. This is Straight to It, which is the panel of us 5 ladies. We said we was gonna do it on Saturday, but sometimes we decide to pop in when we popping in. So therefore, this is Straight to It. This is not Mookie's panel. This is not Mookie's page. This is our panel as a whole. Continue.
Also, I want to take a minute to acknowledge Jennifer's comment, because Mookie's been catching it too. Mookie isn't a bully, and quite frankly, she doesn't even like having to get on here to do drama. And the only time she ever does drama is if it involves her. If it don't involve her, what is she doing right now? She's not saying anything negative about nobody. She ain't bullying nobody. She ain't said nothing. So you can't throw everybody in the topic of or in the category of a bully and not even know who the hell really is not afraid to be a bully if need be. Because if anybody's a bully on this bitch, it's me. I'm going to say how I feel, and I'm going to say it with my chest. And if you don't like it and you call me a bully for it, then oh well.
They definitely saying that about
and like I said, I never disrespect Shalay at all. I said what I had to say, and that was just my opinion. I never disrespect her, but she disrespected me. But then that's like I said, she go on Tea Time and make that post. Why she didn't put it on Just Chalet post? And because she want y'all to think that she just this fucking angel that she's not. Why you didn't put it on there?
So, Shauna, does she go off different pages? Is that what you're saying?
She went on the Tea Time page and she wrote that post about me telling Mookie, I guess Mookie, and Niecy or whoever or Dimples to tell that hoe I don't care. And she got, but it came up on my timeline. You know what I'm saying? And I saw it. And I responded back and she never said nothing back.
And Jennifer said Mookie is not doing the bullying that we agree on. But Niecy, girl, what the fuck happened? You were doing good. Now you're back. It's because when people think, y'all need to understand, because y'all are just in the comments. Y'all aren't doing, y'all don't go live. Y'all don't have to look and see the things that people say. Like, maybe you see it if you have to go back and forth with somebody in the comments. But if you're not front hand doing social media, then you don't know that people trying to punk on you and play in your face, it gets fucking old. So if you call me a mean girl because I'm not afraid to tell a motherfucker you ain't finna play in my face, then I'll be a mean girl. But quite frankly, I don't like having to be mean, pop off, have an attitude with motherfuckers all the time. I would really prefer not to have to do that. But when people get on here and play games, well, baby, I can play too. Let's play them.
And that's what I'm
Period.
saying. But she did that, you know what I'm saying, just to blow something up. I feel like with us, because it was other comments on there basically trying to say that Mookie was shading her or whatever, which wasn't true. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, if you got something to say it. Just say it. Say it to me. That's why I'm like, say it to me. Why you don't nobody got to deliver no message to me. You can say whatever you got to say. Now that you know that I'm on the panel, if you wanted to say that, say it to me. But she want her followers to view her in a different light. You see what I'm saying? To make people think that she don't be on that, and she do. And that's not my opinion. That's facts. Because again, why you didn't put that on your page, on your Just Chalet page? Why you didn't put it on there? Because you thought I wasn't going to see it, but it definitely came up on my timeline, and I don't even follow that page. So if you salty about the panel, like you said, you denied it. You know what I mean? Like, what's that about? What do I got to do with beef that you had prior to me joining this panel? That have nothing to do with me.
But so many people were surprised that you came at her like that, because it seems like y'all were cool the other day. So y'all want to know why I came at her like that? Let me tell you. First, she played in my face. I didn't see the live until I seen Clout Chasers repost whatever clips they posted. Now, when we came up on this panel, this touch me or touch me not shit, we weren't aware that there was even a reason for the topic. We just thought we was coming up to discuss it, whatever, just like a casual conversation. Now, when it gets over to Maybay and them that was the topic, and people start stating their opinion about why they feel like it shouldn't have been a topic, whatever, her and May are going back and forth. Then she goes live the next day and says that her reason for the topic was because I had expressed on somebody's panel, I think she used Mookie's, that me and my pretrial had never slept together. And that was her reason for, doing the live, because she wanted to know if people don't do anything with each other, but yet they still, they end up acting crazy. It's pretty much what she said in so many words. So to me, if that situation had me hot as hell, clearly based off of the events that have been posted on Facebook, why would you bring it up again or try to be funny about it? And then on top of that, if we and you ain't got no problem, we supposed to be cool. Why the hell would you have me on your panel knowing? And I could have swore that was a night that everybody was invited to come up and have the conversation. So you invited me to come on your panel and basically talk about something based off of my situation. That's fake as fuck to me. It's weird, it's fake, and I don't care how anybody feels about it. Now, when I asked her, she said that her intentions weren't that. Now, I don't care if my friend chooses to still be friends or be cool with whoever my friend chooses to be cool with, that's on her. But I turned around and heard her again kind of shading my friend after my friend had got on the live because she heard her name. Of course, clips always get, exposed the next day or within 24 hours. I went back and played them other clips before my friend had got on the live. I definitely feel like she disrespected my friend and she was trying to be funny, period. So if you just shaded me and was trying to be silly, then you turned around and did it again and try to act like you didn't know when happened, what happened, or if my friend was on some funny stuff, like you basically said that's what she was on in so many words. Then you basically just put 2 plus 2 together for me, and baby, that equals 4, and you over here playing games with people. People that ain't got no ill intentions for you on top of that. So, I mean, it just is what it is. So that's why I stopped fucking with her. Because I don't want to sit next to nobody who feel like to, get a couple of views, they got to throw shade or, talk about people that really would fuck with them. That don't make me, that don't make me want to fuck with you, period.
And that's a
And Miss Regina, you always got something smart to say. I know you don't like me, but you seem to come in every live that I'm on. Every single one.
And I feel that. I feel exactly what you're saying. And that's true. Like, people can fool with whoever they want to fool with. Just like Mookie asked about the little award that she's supposed to be nomination or whatever she's supposed to be doing.
I didn't say I was gonna get no award or that I was nominated. I just said that that's what was going on, and I like the idea. That's all I'm saying.
Right? You wanted
to say go vote for Mookie, okay? That's all I'm saying. That's all.
Yeah, you wanted to get in, and that's fine. That is fine. That is totally fine. But like I said, there's no beef with me and Shalay. I stated my opinion, and that's just what it was. You know what I'm saying? And she want to take it as beef, she can take it as beef. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about you going over, you fooling with her, you joining her lives, you talking to her, whatever it is, what type of relationship you guys have. I have nothing to do with that. I'm like Niecy. I don't care who you fool with. You know what I'm saying? But to be blowing things out of proportion is what I don't like. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. And the disrespect, I don't like that because I never once disrespect you. You know what I'm saying? So, but you do what you do with her. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. And I still, and even after she disrespected me, I still don't even feel no type of way because it don't even bother me.
No, I'm talking about Miss Regina Oliver.
And the reason it don't bother me is because you wasn't even woman enough to address it to my face. Whatever you had to say, you gonna send a message. You told them to tell me, and I told her, no, you tell me, clown, because that's what you are. You gonna go on a whole different page where I can't see it. You know what I'm saying? And put that shit up. Like, come on now.
Well, deal with it off the app. Miss Regina, you would want not to threaten me because I get with grandmas, grandpas, aunties, uncles, anybody who want it, you really can get it. I really don't care. So don't come over here making threats to me like I'm supposed to be scared of you. Talk about you could deal with stuff off the app.
Frank, let her talk. Let her talk. Remember what we're doing? We're focusing. We're digging down deep in our balls and we're staying on topic.
That's a far dig, because aren't they inside?
You got pictures for it. You gotta get down to the biggie bottom of them.
See, y'all missing the
Like, don't create beef though. That's my whole thing. Like, it ain't even that deep, and you trying to make it deep. Like, everybody against Shalay, everybody hating on Shalay. Like, that's not what it is. You know what I'm saying? We see things, we addressed it, and that's just what it is. We have that right. Me, before I even got on this panel, I was down in the comments like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I definitely have an opinion. I definitely gonna state what I see. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So me getting on the panel, I mean, it still shouldn't even matter because I just got on the panel.
So my question is, Did anybody else of the 190 people that's on this live right now? Did anybody else see the post that was directed towards Miss Shauna from Shalay, from her on her other page? Because I don't know if y'all know what she's talking about. Because y'all, I don't. I mean, I wasn't. I don't think y'all. I don't know. I'm just saying. Did anybody else like that's here? Did y'all see the comment that's not on this side of Facebook that don't know where to look and what's going on? Did y'all see? Because like she said, she wasn't a blogger and she seen it and it was directed towards her. So did any of you guys see it, or do y'all feel like that was just supposed to over off in the yonder for us side of Facebookers? That's why she said for us to tell her, or what?
Right.
The topic ended up on just Chalet because people were saying that you were bullying her. Are y'all catching the drift, or y'all just hearing what y'all want to hear?
Right, because she didn't want y'all to see it. That's why you guys didn't see it. She didn't want you guys to see it because she don't want y'all to view her in that type of light. You see what I'm saying? No, everybody, I'm seeing no's. No. Well, she posted it. She definitely did.
And China, what people don't understand is this is Facebook. There's going to be discrepancies between everybody at some point in some time, even between ourselves up here on the panel. There's going to be animosity. There's going to be times that things happen that, I'm like you. I don't have no beef. Hey, what happened, happened. I stand on what I said. I'll continue to stand on it. But that doesn't mean that I dislike her, or I'm going to continue to come for her, or I'm going to continue to bring this up every time I hop up on the panel. In fact, we've all agreed that it's done. It's over with. That's it, But there's always going to be discrepancies. There's always going to be animosity. If not between us and the commenters, the followers, between other Facebook creators, it's always going to be there, period. So we as adults have to learn how to address it, deal with it in the moment, and get past it. It's not something that has to linger for days and weeks at a time. It's ridiculous. That's
true.
That's called maturity.
Yeah, and it don't bother me. But that's the thing. I could have easily. I did respond. I did respond to the post. I did, but I didn't keep it going. You see what I'm saying? Like I could have got on that with her, but
exactly.
I didn't. You see what I'm saying? Because it's not a dislike thing. It's not a I hate Chalet. It's not a, you know what I'm saying? She don't get under my skin like that. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like I could have did that, but I didn't. I didn't do that.
You felt some kind of way for a minute and you let it go.
I didn't feel no type of way. I just checked that. I checked that shit and I kept moving, and that's just what it was.
Right.
She can't make me feel no type of way because you don't move me. You don't move me that way. That's what it was. She wanted to get under my skin, but she didn't. I just checked her ass back, and that was the end of it. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I mean by she was trying to make the situation bigger than what it was, because it wasn't even like that. I mentioned her a few times when we was talking to Summer. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like I was just digging all in. Chalet ain't shit, that bitch. I didn't do none of that.
Right, that's right. I forgot. It was
none
when you was on with Summer. That's right.
Right. I didn't do none of that. So for her to blow that up like I did, you know what I'm saying? And then to write a post like I did. So apparently she was bothered. I wasn't bothered by that. It's what it was. Like I said, I was like everybody else down in the comments.
All right, y'all. So what else was in them in the group chat that we was talking about? I'm trying to talk especially like that, but I'm neutral and all you have different personalities. Hold on, y'all. Let me go to the text messages real quick.
No, Isha, you never heard of me because I just got on the panel.
Right. I hand picked her, cuz.
And no, she said, I've never heard of Shiny, so I don't think people would have known all this unless y'all addressed it. No, it was the post. She didn't say my name in the post. She didn't. But if anybody was watching that live with Summer, you know what I'm saying, they pretty much would know that she was talking about me, because
she literally went up there and said, y'all, you you up there auditioning for a seat that I declined. Who else was she talking about?
Exactly. So that's what it was. So this was before I even got picked for the panel. You know what I mean? So this was before that. Yeah, and she said all that, and it's like like it was shade with her. You know what I'm saying? Like not being on the panel, like that wasn't even it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said like if it was beef or drama or whatever, or emotional feelings going on before I even auditioned for the panel, that had nothing to do with me. You see what I'm saying? Because why would you even say that? A panel that I declined, like we were in competition, like it was a competition between me and Shalay. No, it like why would you even say that?
And she said it loud and proud that all 6 of these boxes she would never set on a panel with any of our asses. Period.
Well, she said on the panel with my ass multiple times, so I don't believe.
Well,
Is that not
I
what she
wouldn't
said
care
last
to
night?
sit on the panel with her anyway. So who the fuck is she? That's the thing. Like you sit yourself on this high ass pedestal, like you somebody. Who the fuck is you? Shit. Let's keep that real. Shit. The fuck? Shit. You could be queen, be in your own motherfucking world, but to me, honey, you's a nobody. Fuck you talking about? Shit. Like she this and that. You this and you all that over there on your shit.
And that's the thing. It's not even that she didn't make the cut. It's more so that she kept finding reasons to not be on it. And
Exactly.
what the fuck do
And
I
I
look
said
like
that.
begging you to be on a panel? Like, if you don't want to be on it, you just don't
Like
want to
she
be on
queen
it.
bee.
And it is
Like
what
I
it
said, who
is.
the fuck is you? Who are you? Shit. Who are you? These people got you feeling like you a fucking superstar? Will you be a superstar over there? With your, how many you say, 59 views or whatever the fuck she got?
All
Shit.
right.
The fuck?
Will we
Renata said, I think Renata said I blocked her. Renata Blanca. Did I block you?
Shit. Hell.
And let me tell y'all
not
something.
us be finding out we
I
block
will block
people?
somebody in the comments.
We
I'll
be
block
always
somebody in the
finding out.
comments. I'll block another content creator. I am the blocking queen. You want to know why? Because I don't do well with bullshit. So I do block people. Oh, I thought I might have blocked you because I really do be blocking people. One little thing, I'm like, okay, fuck you, Jim. And the next thing you know, you can't see my page anymore unless you come in from a backup. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about tonight was self-love, self-worth. I feel like that's the only way that we can sum up what's happening on this here blue app with people. You know, I'm trying to look at Mookie's face so that I can make sure I say this right. Cause she was looking like she's waiting for me to say something slick.
Please
So
spit it the fuck out already.
you said I did what?
I said, bitch, please spit it the fuck out already. You giving me anxiety, bitch. You taking too long to say what the fuck you saying.
Okay,
She's
so
saying the
basically
relevant.
we've all been seeing the events with our friends, or not so much our friends, Tati and Brandy, going around on Facebook the last couple of days. So the only reason why I felt like self-worth and self-love is an important conversation is because, baby, that shit that they're displaying is, I'm gonna just say, it's almost as bad as the shit that we all are watching with Blueface, Krishan, and Jada. I'm gonna be honest. I want to ask everybody on the panel, what's y'all's opinion about letting your partner go have a hall pass?
It ain't happening over here, baby.
My partner's sitting right next to me, and I bet your sweet ass he better not ever even think of asking for a damn hall pass.
What about you, Mookie? Do you know, Mookie? I don't think we need you to answer that. I don't think we need you to answer whether you let somebody have a hall pass or not. And I guarantee she probably just took a phone call. Anywho, so I asked this question to basically say,
Bitch, no, I didn't. I'm just ignoring you.
Cause you know damn well you don't want to answer the question because you gonna say some crazy stuff, ain't you? You gonna let somebody have a hall pass or no?
Absolutely the fuck no.
Okay.
Like,
So
a hard pass like fucking this bitch.
so does anybody really feel like a hall pass was actually given, or do y'all think that that's just the cover up story that we're being told?
I heard
Cover up
somebody say somebody
story.
got fucked in somebody's bed. That's what I want to know.
Here in
Cover
the
up story.
panel, my
If
opinion,
it
it's a
was a
cover
hall
up story.
pass, why she didn't know about it? If it was a hall pass,
Exactly.
she
And
didn't know.
you can see the pain all over her face. I mean, if it was a hall pass, why is she showing and giving so many vibes of misery and discomfort and unsatisfaction right now? I mean, you can look at her and see that.
Mm-hmm.
Not Blasted said, just put the handcuffs on me right now. I'll bond out later. I'm weak. That sounds about accurate, Blasted. I can't even lie to you.
Because what they
So
wait,
more of my opinion is because I was in on Brandy's live earlier as much as it made me want to throw up. I was in the live, and you know when you could sit there and be like, damn, I used to be in that girl's shoes where you just a little silly and delusional.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it's just like you're definitely, when it comes to Tati, you're looking at somebody who hasn't been shown love, hasn't been shown proper care, you know, and affection from those who she's supposed to have been shown it from, you know, and affection from those who she's.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So, I mean, to me, it just more so looks like this is a young woman, a young individual who clearly is okay with, you know, settling for being treated however or whatever, as long as she doesn't have to be alone. Because let's be honest, if you knew and y'all gave each other a hall pass, the fact that you just barely came live, not even 48 hours ago, even talking about the conversation, and you obviously, you know, you're presenting that you're not even all the way here to be having that conversation, you're not within sober mind, it definitely don't look like this is something that y'all agreed on or a conversation that was had prior. It definitely looked like this is something you found out and now
Mm-hmm.
you're choosing to sit there and, you know, deal with it anyways or accept what happened. Just like the whole situation where she mentions what she mentioned that she had slept with a dude. That was something new. All we heard about at first was the whole Trey situation. We didn't know nothing about Tati sleeping with a dude until what, the next day. So did you actually sleep with a dude, or are you just saying that because you know that that's something that would trigger Brandy as get back, considering she did something that you didn't want her to do to begin with?
Right. But
I agree with you.
But Trey said that Brandy was begging her not to tell Tati, not to say anything. She said that on her live.
why would she have to beg her if she had a hall pass? Because the hall pass
Exactly.
wasn't for her.
Exactly.
Do y'all not
And
feel like
Trey said, I told you to keep your bitch in check. That's what she said.
She
She
said,
said Tati
"A
started
bitch up."
calling her.
do y'all not feel like the whole time Brandy just steadily like smearing it in to me every time
Yeah,
I watch
she's
them live?
not that ass.
It's like
She
she
don't
just
give a fuck.
smearing it in Tati's face.
The way she talked to me earlier was enough to say she doesn't
She
have
don't give a
respect
fuck.
for her wife and her
Oh
wife's
girl,
feelings.
I don't know how you dealt with that. Hell no.
Oh, I dealt with it by telling her you look dusty, you dirty. Like there's
What did she
nothing you
say
could
to
do
you?
with me. You said what?
What? What did she say to you?
When I came into the live, I was telling her some mean things, like she looked like she stink.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Yes, ma'am. It's some other stuff, you know,
She did.
asking logical questions like how are you on here so confident after doing what you did to your wife, especially with somebody you know she got forever beef with. Is what it looking like. And she went out of her way to say, well, Niecy, baby, since you came in here, Girl, I'll sleep with you too. I'll do you too. And I'll put a
Mm.
quarter in between your gap. And I don't give a damn who in the comments laugh, because baby, I love my gap. It's been here
And
for years. It ain't going nowhere.
don't forget she gonna stick her thumb up your ass.
And then something about a thumb too. I tried to ignore
Yeah,
that part because she was going too far.
yeah.
All in front of her wife.
Just
Wow.
yeah,
Like, baby, I would have reached back and you would have been missing the whole front row of
Roll,
your
bitch,
teeth.
roll, you know? The fuck? Roll, I roll, motherfucker, roll.
Well, you
that
know they
goes
say
back to me
Polly.
saying she has smeared it in her face ever since Tati's arrived. Period.
They
And
think Polly,
continues
so
to do
that's
so.
why they think it's okay. But how they Polly and Tati jealous?
And then she talked about she said, I only text her because I wanted to be petty to see if she would really waste her gas to drive all the way out here.
For
And
you to
my
get
opinion is, baby, you playing with fire. Because what if a motherfucker that is just a side bitch do really pull up out there? Then what you finna do? Because if she
Right.
would have pulled up and slid you for playing on her phone, then what? Like, don't get me wrong. I don't think Trey's 100% right. I don't think it's cool for anybody to get online and say they proudly slept with nobody's significant other just because,
Mm-hmm.
okay, well, I'm single and your person should be in check, especially if you know there's history already there. But I feel like
bad
for
history?
Tati,
Horrible
it's more
history.
like, Tati, you kind of set yourself up for that the moment that you decided it was a bright idea to let your daughter and your wife get up and leave you there in Texas. Like, you just
The
thought
house
that this
packed
wasn't
up
a
by yourself to
possibility.
move all your shit to crazy.
Well, I
You
think
couldn't
I
have
think
believed that there wasn't a possibility that your girlfriend, or I mean, sorry, your wife was going to go out and sleep with other people. And most importantly, the ex. Because, I mean, why else was she so hot and ready to hop on back to Cali?
right. But I think
Yeah, she
Trey have trauma. Like, cause she
Chill,
do
chill out.
she do evil things. So I think she endures some type of trauma in her life.
Brandy
The
had a
way she
motive behind Brandy had a motive behind going out there first. And she had, I promise you she did.
Oh yeah. I feel the same.
I mean, because if you look at it, there's just no way I'm going to sit here and believe that they had an agreement. She was on here talking about how she was depressed. She wanted to be with her wife and her daughter. That's why she was on here getting twisted up like a folded up towel.
So when did she have time to fuck that man? When she
And
was
that's what I'm saying. There was no time to do nothing with no man. You was sitting here worried about being with your family. So if you was worried about family stuff, and I don't follow Brandy, so I didn't see any of her lives that she really went live, aside from if she got on there with Tati and somebody on the blogger page shared it out. So while you sitting here worried about being with them, your woman's over here taking your kid to do God knows what with God knows who, and you know who now.
Lord,
And guys, can I say this for a second? And I don't mean to step on any toes at all, because by all means, a lot of us are not Tati fans. But when someone's going through
no,
something like that, it doesn't matter who it is. If it's your worst enemy, it doesn't matter. But when someone is going through emotions like she's dealing with as we speak, it just takes a very small nudge to push that person over the edge. So in the comments, when we're in, and I've seen a lot of really, 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 really pretty things on her post today, or on her live today. I just feel like, at some point, whether we want to or not, as adult women, maybe we need to pull the reins back a little bit with some of the things we say when we do see another female that is on the brink of breaking completely, and she's there. I mean, it's obvious she's there. So,
Absolutely. And now she over there looking like, well, damn, I'm stuck. I'm stuck with you.
Katrina, you funny. She said Tati was too involved with the jacket situation to be worried about her marriage.
And Katrina also said, I think Trey is just always trying to get one up on the whole family. But the thing is,
That's true.
Brandy knows what's gonna happen. So for you to know that Trey don't give a damn about getting on here, blowing up your whole life or telling all your business, but yet you keep going over there sleeping with her anyways, like people ain't gonna find out. You can't really fault Trey for that because you knew not to take your ass over there.
She knew it was
But Trey,
she knew it was gonna get out. She knew she had cameras in her house because she walked right over there and covered up the camera. So it wasn't no surprise to her. She knew it was gonna get out.
oh yeah,
Okay.
and Trey always said that Brandy in love with her. She always said that. She just proved her point. What that was all about. She
Yeah.
proved her point that she still got feelings for her.
Outside, let's go. Let's go. She's gonna
She
make that
said
out.
it's all a skit to get views. They're all involved in getting money. Here's the thing. If you gotta get on here and do stupid shit, then you're not making no real money. Period. If you have to get on here and perform a whole goddamn skit to get attention, then you're not making enough money. Because if you're really making the money on Facebook, you don't have to do no skit. Period.
That's right.
But they don't put in the time. They go live here and there. They don't put in the time.
Yeah, but I still don't see them putting in a skit to make. I mean,
No,
not for
especially not
money.
if these are people who have already openly admitted that people have cheated throughout their relationship or their marriage. One or the other party has cheated. I don't
I,
think that Brandy even took accountability. Like she's sitting there trying to fault Tati for sleeping with a dude, but you slept with a man first, and you
Had a
lied to
baby.
everybody on social media and made it sound like that's not what y'all did.
Slept
And
with
So
a
then
quite
man
played in
and
your
frankly,
came
wife's
out with
face.
evidence. She slept with a man and came out with evidence.
yeah,
The
and she
baby.
low key acting like it bothers her about Tati and this guy. She don't give a shit. I mean, if you really watch her expressions when she speaks on it, she don't care.
Because you know Taki ain't going nowhere.
Right. I mean, she's got Tati right where she wants her. Tati's vulnerable to her. I mean, her and P is Tati's whole world, and Tati's going to make us think everything is honky dory. And I mean, she's smiling and kissing on him and laughing about it and joking about it like she was a part of it. No, I mean, if you really look at her and pay attention to her, or if you did today, uh, it was given was pain and misery. She's full of it. It's sad, actually. It's sad.
Yep. They didn't have no hall passes, Katrina, because she didn't know about it. Trey blasted it on live. Tachi just trying to play that hall pass to make it seem like it was okay. But she's really hurt behind it.
Just like the last time
Mm-hmm.
that they just so eloquently forgot yet when that baby not even one yet. How y'all forgetting like this happened already?
Right. They kept
But I
saying
mean,
they
I don't
get
care.
the bag now.
That ain't my business.
Well, if they get in the bag, kudos to them.
If that's what it takes to get a bag, leave me out. I'll stay broke.
They definitely made that hall pass up. They didn't have no hall pass. Why was she begging Trey not to say nothing? Trey said it on her live.
Y'all,
That's
it's so
crazy.
cold. I got my door open and like so JoJo can come in and my body's already frozen. Like Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Right now, it's 39 degrees Fahrenheit.
39.
It's a low of 31
Jesus.
Celsius.
And Kylie?
What y'all thought? Bring your little cold ass in here, JoJo.
It's
Come on,
cold
JoJo
out there
son.
too.
JoJo, come on.
sorry
It's
you guys. I
31.
had to go.
Get
I
that
had to
shit
go
out of here.
help my
This
baby
nigga
real
came in here
quick.
with a whole piece of pizza. Get on my
Oh
fucking
no.
nerves. Get out. Come here, JoJo. Let
But
me
yeah, I
come
personally
on.
feel like, I think that Tati's in a situation in which, she don't really give a damn about herself enough to care or to realize, and maybe she do realize that she just simply doesn't care that she's being walked all over or, treated as a person who I'm gonna stay with you because you want to be with me. Not
It's
I
but do
want to be
she
with
really
you
want to be
because
with you
I
if she
actually
do
love
know
you, I
that?
respect you, I value you. But because you want to be with me and you're gonna tolerate my bullshit, I'm gonna stay with
I
you. Like
think
that's not okay.
I think manipulation is involved, and then too, I feel like she think that her situation, any situation, is better than her being with Maybe. That's what I think. It's like she don't have many options, so it's like her options. The only option she have is either go with Brandy or stay with Maybe.
Exactly.
Right. And she definitely don't want to be. I mean, she might love her mama, but I think she knows that the relationship just ain't there enough to settle for going to live in
Hmm.
her house. I think shit, that's why they ain't never really actually stayed in her house for a long period of time. Because I think she knows like it's just not the place for her.
Well, I
Right.
mean, her mom's hurt her probably worse than Brandy ever could hurt her. So, I mean, she's got pain coming from every person involved in her life, period. So it's kind of like flip a coin, head or tails, you know? There's going to be pain and heartache anywhere she goes. So it's like choose one or the other. And I know her heart's with Baby P. So she's obviously that's where she's going to choose over going back to the pain and hurt that she's endured at her mother's home. I mean,
Oh
But
yeah.
here's the
that's
thing, Brandy said on that live earlier, like shit. We always said that if we separate, you're taking the baby and I'll have her on this time, which that says a lot about you as a mother. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna talk about it from a mother's perspective.
She said Tati taking a baby.
Girl, let's talk about it.
yeah.
She
Shut
flat out
up.
said that if they were to separate, the agreement was that Tati would have the baby full time and that she would have her during the summer and winter time. So how the hell do you get to be a part-time parent to the baby that you birthed?
Exactly.
And didn't she even mention something about child support?
Oh, she said, and forget my social security number so you can't put me on child support, which to be honest, my opinion is you kind of sound silly because everywhere I've lived, you don't need a motherfucking social security number to put him on child support. My baby daddy done got hit twice.
Oh wow.
So I know damn well where I come from. Nah, you don't need a social. You just need the right information about the right motherfucker and they gonna figure it out on their own.
Address. That's what you need.
Mm-hmm. Even
Nisi,
just having their name and their birth date sometimes is enough.
Hmm.
If they've
hey,
already been in the system or not, if you getting any type of benefit, whatever, them motherfuckers is finna find the other party. They're going to. So I just thought that was definitely trash. That was giving trash because like, why would you even as a mother get on here and say that with such fucking confidence? Like, ew.
Well, Tati was the one that was really taking care of the baby anyway. You know what I mean? Tati was the one always complaining about being up all night with the baby. Brandy will be laughing, talking about she was sleeping and da 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 da. So I mean, I think she do really good with the baby, and not to say that Brandy is a bad mother or nothing, but it's Tati just was more attentive to the baby than Brandy.
Tati
Always have.
definitely has the mother bond
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day.
And it could have just been simply you was sneaking and geeking and didn't think that you was gonna get pregnant. So now you kind of don't have the attachment that you should have because you weren't expecting for that to be the result. But you definitely should have thought about that when you decided to go on ahead and go from stud to misbend it over. That's what you should have thought about.
Right.
Nobody that is in that family circle of May has to have effects because May is toxic. The only one that I watch who is neutral is Sweet Truth. She is a beautiful woman inside and out, and it's not for social media drama. She definitely, I feel, has her eyes open. But with all respect, I'm sorry. I just wanted to share my opinion. Kim Rainey, we love for people to share their opinion here. We want to hear y'all's opinions. That's the whole point of us going live. If that's the case, we could just talk about this shit off the internet.
When are we gonna open up
Right.
the panel?
And I like
Hey,
We
sweet
can
tooth.
open the panel if y'all want to go ahead and open the panel for people to come up and join this conversation. Since this is Meta T, go right on ahead.
hey, Nisi, do you feel like at some point maybe you should ask some of the people in the comments what they would think about maybe doing a live on toxic relationships with significant others?
Oh,
Um,
absolutely. I think that is actually a very
and
good idea. Well, y'all
see what
heard
their
what Miss
opinions
Heather
are.
said. I think
Oh
that's a very
yeah.
good topic.
Cause my relationship is toxic
I mean, I
sometimes.
think we've all experienced toxic relationships, and I think we've all, some of us, like right now, I'm married to the man of my dreams and expect to be with him for the rest of my life. I've never been treated as good as I am now. So, there's things we can share, hope we can share with each other. For those of y'all that's going through bad relationships, I'm living proof that I've been through two bad ones and extreme abuse. And I'm living proof that there are good men still out there. And this man has took my
Well,
children and grandchildren and loved them like they're his own. So, just ask the people in the comments if that's something they'd be interested in at some point.
If y'all down to talk about this one of these nights, I feel like there's something everybody could take from a live specifically about that topic, because there's another thing that I want to touch on from that live earlier. Well, there was another live that they had did that I tuned in on, and when Tati was basically playing with the people in the comments and basically responding about sleeping with the dude or whatever, Brandy had like reached back a couple times, and the way Tati jumped,
ooh,
boy, you would have
Jesus.
thought that girl's in there knocking her silly when everybody can't see it.
Star Love said, I've been shot and stabbed by my ex. Oh my God, Star. I'm so sorry to hear that.
That's terrible.
You want to come up and share your story? You can if you feel comfortable with that. But yeah, see, I don't want to be in nothing like that. You know
Yes,
what I'm
please
saying?
do.
Like that. Oh my God. That is terrible. That
In
just
our
makes me
stories,
feel
we
some
never
type of
know. We never know how much our stories are going to help the next person. You just never know. As
That's
ladies,
true.
it's our jobs to stick together, and I know I'm an older woman, and a lot of y'all haven't experienced the things that I have, but if we can share stories and you can take something that someone else has been through and learn from it and it better your life and keep you from having to deal or face those tragedies or heartaches, then most definitely that's what we're here for, guys. I mean, we're supposed to lift each other up.
And what people don't know is
Absolutely.
it's not just about, okay, he knocked my wig off or she knocked my wig off. You know, DV goes all the way across the board. It could be somebody emotionally abusing you,
Oh
verbally
yeah, for
abusing you.
sure. For
You know,
sure.
there are so many different things that come into being in a domestic relationship aside from just the physical aspect of it all.
Oh yeah, manipulation. It's a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Guys can kill your self-esteem. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? A
Make
lot.
you feel like you're only good enough for them.
You can't
You
get
ain't gonna be
nobody
worth of
else.
nothing for nobody else. Yep.
That's true. Yep. Yeah. So it's what it is. It's like I hate that we started off on a negative, but like I hate that because it's like it just put us like in a light that we just only talk about negativity, and I didn't want that. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about positive things. I
I
want to
agree.
be able to help other people. You know what I'm saying? If we can, you know what I'm saying? Talk about what you experience. Some people just need to vent. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to do, you just hop on a panel and vent about what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about it because somebody just need a listening ear sometimes, and that's just all it takes. You know?
And that's what I want. I want this panel overall to be a comfort zone for people, to be a place where we can come and laugh and joke if this isn't a day where we're gonna have serious topics and really get down
Yeah.
to it. You know, but the thing is that's where the moderation of the comments and stuff like that really comes in, because the thing is, two or three people on our panel could be like, okay, we're in the zone. We're not going to respond to anything that's not about what we're talking about. But there could be a couple others that are going to respond. There
Mhm.
can even be some people
Every
in the
time.
comments that come over and they got you messed up. You know, so that's just one of those
With the
things
sole
where this
purpose,
isn't
yep.
supposed to be an everyday meditate.
Sit
Like, don't
down,
get
your
me wrong,
coat.
every once in a while we might
Sit
get
down.
into it. We might have to, break it down real quick, but it's not supposed to be like this every single night.
No, I think we all agree that loving on each other is is our main purpose. I know when I talked to you guys before, I was actually um honored to receive a seat on the panel. Mookie and Nisi both told me, we want to show love to our followers, and we have a lot of followers that show us a lot of love, and the whole purpose is to
Period, Pooh.
just be here to love on them and let them love on us, and be happy, and know that we're not alone. We always have somebody to go to. If you have to get into our inbox and say, hey, do you have a few minutes? I'm having a really bad day. I just need to talk to somebody. And that's what us ladies are here for.
Yeah, and that is actually my field. You know what I'm saying? Behavioral health, domestic violence. So I deal with a lot of that, PTSD, all that. You know what I'm saying? And I want to acknowledge Sandy. Sandy said my ex is in prison for it still. I have been trying to heal for 15 years, and I am writing a book. So you let us know, Sandy, when your book is going to be released. I would love to buy your book, and I would love to hear your story. If you want to talk about your story, just come up on a panel. But yeah, people experience all type of different trauma. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I say about Tati. Like Tati have trauma. Trey, I feel like Trey have some trauma. You know what I'm saying? And like with Trey, she goes to sex, whether it's a man or a woman. She referred to sex to deal with her trauma. You know what I'm saying? So she always talk about her behavioral disorders that she have. You know what I'm saying? So people just be going through things. You know what I'm saying? People go through things you just don't know. You know, and I would rather address those things than all of this drama that's going on in these Facebook streets. I'd rather um address these issues with these ladies and try to help them and be a listening ear and try to support is the best way that we can for them.
Absolutely, absolutely. I would much rather love for if I was having a bad day, I would much rather know someone approached me with a positive comment that halfway kept me grounded than to look in the comments and see I'm being bashed, and
Right.
and just totally push me in the opposite direction of
Right.
where I'm trying to get
Because
to.
those comments will fuck you up every single time.
Yeah,
And
and
that's why
everybody.
Hmm.
that's why I be trying to stay on one topic, and then you look in them comments and they just be dot 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 dot, and it
Spin
don't
you
be
in
the
a whole
people
different direction.
exactly, and it don't be the
That's
people
how it
that's here
did
all the time.
yesterday. Like I was
It
like,
don't be the
what?
people that's here all the time. It be random people. Just don't chase yourself. And that's all
Ladies,
that
I'm
same
gonna be
time.
honest with y'all. I never look at the comments until after the live's over, and the next morning when I get up and have my coffee or Red Bull, and that's when I look at the comments. Because I don't want to respond to. I'm like Niecy. I black out. I say things that I shouldn't say and that I regret saying. So if I don't see it, I can't respond to it. I can't create the animosity that female part of me wants to create. So I just don't read them. Period. When I'm up here, I just enjoy myself, and I know things. Sometimes I'll hear y'all read them, and I know things are being said, but it's usually the day after is when I see exactly what's been said, or it carries over onto someone else's panel. But for the most part, I just try to stay out of the comments and get up here and enjoy myself. But I've been waiting for the day to come for us to, say this is what we're going to set to date for, and we're going to, talk about this and be here to help each other and love on each other and uplift each other. And that's what us women need to do. I mean, for
And
years now,
that's true.
women
That's a true
women
statement.
go ahead.
No, I'm listening to you. I said I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying that's a true statement. Yeah,
Yeah, for
we do.
years. I mean, dating back to my grandmother's time. I mean, women have always tore each other down, and it's most of it is jealousy, but a lot of it comes from, a broken woman doesn't have nothing to offer except for brokenness. So she's not going to give positive to me if she doesn't have positive instilled in her. Does that make sense?
Exactly. Period. So Kim Rainey says,
Elizabeth, then why did you lie, Heather? Heather did not lie. Heather
we're not
just
even
stated
going
what
back
You
on
she
this
guys,
said.
we're
topic.
not
We're
going to go
So
back
ignoring
to
Miss
don't do
that.
that.
we're ignoring Miss Elizabeth's comment. Let me read Kim Rainey's. I caught one of your lives, and it was when your mom was on, and I felt like me as if I was your age from the age of 5 and up. I have been through toxic relationships, and I will say I, by all means, have had to learn parenting as a single mom because I only knew what I was taught. I will say, after several emotional abuse relationships, I finally learned to love me. And if I can help someone with my story, I will. I look for love anywhere. I would come up and maybe I would come up maybe on another night. I can't see the rest if there was more, but let me see where her other comment was. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't screw up the night, ladies. Don't get me wrong. I love me some funny, shut up, Mookie, this Nubian beauty, and laughs. So, what I'm going to say, Miss Kim, is please don't apologize again because we love having you here. Anybody who's here, we're thankful for it. Second off, I really hope that a lot of people who don't really know me or understand me have listened to that live where my mama came up because she's been in my life for 13 plus years. And there are a lot of things. That's why when people are like, why are you so quick to pop off? Why are you so messy? Why are you bully? Why are you this? I didn't have the easiest life growing up. I don't know what it's like to really have a, relationship with my parents. And before people get started, it's not an excuse. Like I legitimately was pretty much thrown to the wolves before I even understood what was really out here in the world. So I don't have a very good emotional connect to people. It is very easy for me to tell you fuck you and carry on with my life because I've never had consistency. So with that being said, on top of my own trauma, my own mental health stuff that I was diagnosed with that I couldn't control from years ago, I literally I have like some type of social anxiety. Like I want people to be my friend, but then once you start moving funny, I'm ready to cut you off to protect myself. Cause I'd much rather me cut you off and save myself the issue that I'm gonna have with you later than to keep having to address, whatever issue we may have coming up or tomorrow or next week. Like that shit's annoying. I'm not gonna do that all the time. I don't know what it's like to have to. I've always been the one to care about how somebody else feels, and a motherfucker didn't care about how I felt. So when I get on here and I say certain things or I handle certain situations, trust and believe it's coming straight from the heart and exactly how I feel in that moment. Now, have I also got on here and apologized if I took it too far? Yeah, because when you're in the heat of the moment, you liable to say anything and feel any type of way because that's how you feel in that moment.
Yeah, that's
But a
part of
lot of how I
that's
react or
part of
how
your
I deal with people is just based off of the person that I had to make myself into.
right, and that's part of your PTSD. You know what I'm saying? It's you have trust issues. It's trauma behind what you endured in your life. So
Nisi, can I give you and all these other ladies just a quick piece of advice? I left
Yes.
home at the age of 16 years old, and people may not know it, but I've been through just as much, if not more, than a lot of people on here have expressed that they've been through. This is just now at almost 50 years old. Am I getting to a point that I'm comfortable enough to talk about some of the things that I've had to endure in my life? Now, um, what I suggest for all you ladies, and some of y'all's going to laugh really hard when I say this, but I promise you, if you try it for just 30 days, you're going to come back on here and say, Miss Heather, you know what? That totally changed the outlook I have on myself. But I want you to find a picture of yourself, a picture that really makes you smile, a picture that you look at and you think, man, I love how I look there. I love who I was in that picture, because some of us are battling drugs, some of us are battling addiction, some of us are battling abuse, and most of us are unhappy with ourselves, our appearance. But you hang that picture, you take a piece of bubble gum and you stick it to that bathroom mirror. And every morning when you're brushing your teeth, you reach up there and you touch that picture and you remind yourself why you hung that picture there, because you love that lady that you're looking at. You love that person. And whatever you got to do throughout that day, to get back to being that person and loving that person the same way you once did, girl, do it. Whatever it takes, every day you work towards achieving the love and respect that you have towards the person that you see in that picture when you open your eyes every morning.
So I feel like maybe my friend, let me check in. Mookie, you getting sleepy?
What, big dog?
She's getting ready to hit the nest. I knew I
You
needed to
know
check
it, big
in.
dog. What?
So
I'm rocking and rolling, baby.
she about to be rocking and rolling in that bed. All right,
Mm-hmm.
y'all. Well, we've been on live for a while now. Now we all kind of know, what will be expected moving forward. So we appreciate every last one of you guys for tuning in to this live discussion tonight, and we shall see y'all again the next time we decide we're gonna go live.
And I second that.
And I third that.
Love y'all. Peace out. Bye.
Love you
Good
guys. Have a good
night.
night. Good night.
Bye.